Everybody, welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft Season 6, Episode 63. Sorry, I had to double check what episode I was on. With me, Sid, and yeah, we spent some time last episode working on the library level of our wizard tower, which has now got another level. I've done a little bit more work over there, so I'll go over and show you that quickly, but nothing exciting. I moved most of the contents of my Electroblob's chest over here, so we've got this. I put some more tables in, you know, just generally made this more library, and it really isn't a library, it's a few bookshelves, so I don't know whether that's the right terminology for it, but it's the terminology I got, so there you go. Anyway, I have been spending a lot of time faffing around with this magic thing, and there are technology things which I should also be faffing around with. So we're going to step away from the magic for a while because the integration is not great, and it can get a little bit exasperating times when you're trying to make things work. And you know, you've got to remember something like ThermalCraft was balanced against vanilla Minecraft, and vanilla Minecraft iron is quite inexpensive, quite available, quite cheap. In TerraFirmaCraft, not so much. So yeah, need to step away from it. So technology, there is no, I'm not there. Sorry, let me just have a... Oh, that's all right. It's just I've not really noticed that AAA home, and it's only when I look at my waypoints and sort by name, it's one of the first ones at the top. So yeah, that's fine. Panic over. Nothing to worry about. Still got a little bit of a cold, still got a little bit of sniffle, so it's getting better every day, but you know, it's one of these things, isn't it? It's the world we live in. So, automation and what we need to do. See, we've got as far as steel as a tool. We've got steel helmet, we've got steel. This is all really good, don't get me wrong, I'm really happy to have got to this stage. But there is a next stage. This is a tier, steel is a tier, what are you? Let me just double check. It is, that's after iron. It's, yeah, so I think it's tier, we've got copper, then you've got the bronze, then you go steel, so that's 3, so it's tier 4. So the next one we need is tier 5, which is black steel. And black steel is orders of magnitude again harder to get. You need some black steel ingots. Black steel ingots are made by making high carbon black steel. High carbon black steel is made by melting this stuff down, and which we can get if I can get in here. No, lead. No. Unknown alloy, that's not going to help me. Black bronze, not going to help me. Nickel silver, none of this is helping. None of this is helping. None of this is helping. Boron, no. Grief, there's so many metals. Weak steel, and I think, yeah, molten high carbon. I think weak steel is steel, nickel, and black bronze. So, and that makes weak steel, which you can cast into weak steel ingots. Somewhere along the line, we'll get to grief. Right, get there eventually. Too many ingots. There we go. Weak black steel ingot. But that is made by going with high carbon. High carbon is made by weak steel and pig iron. Weak steel is made by doing the thing, yeah. That whatever it was we found back there, weak steel, wherever it's gone, I've lost it again. So anyway, we need basically to try and move ourselves forward. If I can find this weak steel, I'll be a very happy bunny. Weak steel, which is made with molten steel, nickel, and black bronze. And of course black bronze is a alloy of copper, silver and gold. Now, I am not going to be doing the pig iron and everything the usual way. I am going to be using my blast furnaces and doing the grind to make the iron and cooking it up to iron and then up to pig iron and so on and so forth. So that is a thing. We've got a whole wrought iron ingot, and I think that's about it. We've got some one copper, we've got a whole load of bismuth bronze, and we really are quite minerally poor. So to get that one going, what I actually need to do is get my grindstone that we have. I think I just put it down here temporarily. Yeah, so we've got this old beastie up here, but I need this to run. And basically this needs to come off of this axle with a gearbox to come down here. Now the gearbox is relatively straightforward, except for one item, which is, these are pretty straightforward. The wood is pretty straightforward. It's this redstone latch. So we need brass sleeves. That requires an ingot each. We need a brass bolt. Brass bolt is from a brass rod. A brass rod is from a long brass rod. A long brass rod is made with an ingot. So we need 3 ingots, and I have 2. And I think that will give me enough to make the gearbox, which will give me enough to power this, which I think if I were to place you there, I don't know whether you will work. Yeah, you're not blocked at that one, so I should be able to put the gearbox there and put driver rod straight down into that. That will make the grinding of the ore a lot easier, and then all we have to do is a load of mining to get a whole load of iron ore to process up to get to the good stuff. Yeah, that sounds easier when I say it out loud. Anyways, brass is an alloy of copper and zinc 2-to-1. So let's have a look what we have got in here for starters. I've got plenty of copper and I have got zinc of various qualities and quantities. I've got some 25s, we've got plenty of more copper there, and I've got more copper elsewhere. Have I got? I've got some more sphalerites there. So if I want 2-to-1, let's have a look. If I go with 3570, then I'd need 35 zinc, correct? I think that's right. We've got gold. Does gold react with any... Reacts with copper to make rose gold. Right, so I definitely need to get the gold out before I run it. The lava's fine, the glass is fine, that won't react with anything, so we'll just get those bits of gold out and that will all be good, and we've still got more gold there. Now, question, should I process up my gold? I think the answer to that is an obvious yes before I come to start doing this lot. So let me process up my gold. Let me run that one to fill up the thing. I should actually, once I've got this empty, I don't really want to waste that lava. I don't want to waste the glass, so I think I should process that out. The lava I can kind of waste because it's not like I can't get it for free. It just takes a while. So the first thing I need to do is process up my gold, get this glass out, which if I were to do that, Do I want to do it as blocks? Let me just double check. If I do glass, what can I do with you? Can I make panes as normal? Oh, clear glass item frame, that's nice. Maybe I should just look at panes actually. No, that's no good to me. Glass pane. Looks to be like you can't craft it as normal, so I think we're probably better crafting those up as panes, because I'm going to use those. Let's have glass bottles. Yeah, you can't craft those. You have to use that thing going there. Anything else? That's mana glass. I don't think I'm going to get that way or that direction. So yeah, I'm going to craft up the glass as panes basically, and get as many of those done, and then process up the gold, get all of that out of the way, clear the lava out, which is only like a quarter of a bucket, and I'll be back once I've done all of that. Alright, and that is that. We've cast all the glass. I have cast all the gold. I did waste 6 nuggets, but I don't have a nugget ingot, and I can't figure out how to make one right now. A nugget ingot, a nugget mold. I need a nugget to make a nugget mold, basically, and that doesn't appear to be a thing I can make. I did do some sifting because I would need some more redstone, but we are going to do that, which I think will make 100, well, 1 brass ingot. But if it all doubles, which it possibly does, who knows, it may make 2, who knows, we could be lucky. But yeah, this thing is slow. I mean, the zinc's going really quick, so there you've got like 1 nugget. We've got 4 nuggets of zinc, which, what did I put in? 25, 35. So 4.5 would be about 50, would be 4.5 nuggets. So we do definitely seem to be getting some increase. We'll see how much we get, and then we'll make a little bit more. But we definitely need, I think, 3 ingots of this to make one of these gearboxes. So it's just a steady old wait for the thing. And I should actually go and put that blaze powder away as well. I don't know, what can I use you for actually in this? Make firewood. I can make a fire resist thing. I can do a spark from Britannia, a flare chakran for thing, rod of the hells, pasture seeds, fire bombs from that blazing doll. Ooh. To summon a blaze, which I can then kill to get a blaze rod, which I could then use to make a potion hoofer. And let me just have a look at, take night vision. It's still using blaze powder for that, so probably, I'm not going to say easier, but it's probably more economic to actually go into the nether and risk your neck and kill some blaze than it is to do that. But yeah, anyway, we're nearly there. Let's see what we get. Come on, you can do it. You're nearly melted. Just 1 more pip on that thing, and here we go. He's making brass, and we get 1, about 1.5. It's just 1.5, so we're not doubling, but we are things. So if I do that again, then in theory that will give us enough. Well, we've got enough now, but we've got left over. I'm just trying to see if that actually balances out to a whole in numbers. So once that's done, I'll be back in a second. Of course, the other thing we do need is brass sleeve molds, and I might as well just pour those or cast those straight from the smeltery, because it will probably be easier than coming along here and re-smelting these up. Now I need these to heat up to yellow, 3-star yellow, and then we can pump them up to brilliant white and they'll cook in there. So that's a thing. There's 2 ingots and 8 nuggets and 4 millibuckets. Interesting. I'm just going to do another batch. I just want to see if there's a point where we get an even spread. We need a sphalerite and a sphalerite. But it's going to take a while for all of that lot to cook up anyway, so we might as well just do that through and see if that comes in. Well, 9 nuggets actually, so it's not quite there, is it? Oh, I don't know. Working in ingots, nuggets and millibuckets is an absolute pain in the bum. But it doesn't matter, we can always destroy the controller and lose any spare bits. So yeah, what were you, by the way? Bronze. Okay, yeah, that was right. Okay. And yeah, that's a yellow white. I think that's about as far as it's going, so give this a good pump up to brilliant white, where they will cook. And then we just take that off and all done. Lovely. So, armed with that, we can then take you out of there and put that in. I'm just going to wait for this first, just to see where this ends up, but I don't think it's going to end up as a whole number. I think there's a whole load of science between us and this being a whole number. Well, not science, maths, but you know what I mean. Anyway, I'll be back in a second. Yeah, I was right. Definitely not coming out. You're supposed to be able to cast those in the table. Clearly not. Okay, not a problem. We shall get ourselves these 3 more ingots of brass, and then we'll just do them in the furnace. I was hoping to save time, and I've certainly seen and used casting recipe where you can cast direct into a mold from TerraFirmaCraft, but clearly not for those. But then these are TFC tech, which are a different mod, or a different sub mod if you like. Yeah, we'll reset. All right. Therefore, armed with that, what we need to do is put 2 of those in here, put 1 of those in there, light this up. Nope. And first things first, we need to get this up to working temperature so this and these can melt, but we need to make the bits for the gearbox, which are 2 screws and a bolt. The bolt is made from a brass rod is made from a long brass rod, and a long brass mod is made in the anvil. So just keep your eye on this, because this will have a low melting temperature. Let's see what its temperature is. Orange. So yeah, we really do need to keep our eye on this one, because it will go very quickly. And Yeah, not get distracted, just stare at it. It's very hot. It's 3-star very hot. Next it's going to be 4-star very hot, I predict. There you go. So this is going to take, even though it's not going to take a long time to get there, you know, watching it is not going to make it go any faster. So I'll be back once it's ready to work. Alright, we're at the welding temperature. Let's get it in before I push myself too far. I want to make one of those. And should be that. And then what do we do with that one? We chisel it. Okay, that's fine. That's melted, so let's get those going. 2, and that's 1. That's 2. Let's take all of that out. Waste not, want not. That's going to take a hot minute to do. We need our chisel, and we're going to go and chisel that, and then I think we chisel that, and we chisel those to make 2 of those. We chisel that to make that. That's all good. That can go back away. Apparently I have a wrought iron rod. What can you do with? Oh, you can make iron ones. Okay, fine. These need to cool, so I can either patiently wait, but patience is not a virtue of mine. Well, yeah, no, that's not speak tree. Oh, what happened there? Well, that's interesting. I don't like that being there. Thank you. Right. So let's just go grab the redstone, and that will give us the first bit of our gearbox. And of course all of this is purely preparation. Once we have got all of this stuff, we can... I only needed 1 of those. Can I just drop that in there? So we're going to use you to make not a pulley. We're going to make a wooden gearbox. So we need wooden planks and sticks. Okay, let's see if we can't do it with these. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Makes me 2. That's even better. 2, 3, 4. Alright, that gives me those. And I think that will give me the gearbox. So the only thing we need now is a wooden axle, which requires 2 more things and some hemp rope. That can be done with jute fibre. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shook like so. And I don't really want to use good wood. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's just do that. So that and that go with that. That makes me one of those. And we should be good to go and put this in and install it. And that is the first step to automating, well, not automating, but at least industrializing some of our work here. So I think we can go like Is that work? What can I put in there to test it with? Just a bit of stone would work. Yeah, that's optimistic, isn't it? I mean, this is marble, so I think marble will give me flux. Let's see whether it's playing or not, or whether I've got to do some fidgety, jiggery pokery with it. Chalk, limestone, dolomite, marble. So that should be working. So next question, is there a wrench in this mod that we can use to move things around? Because I think that is probably just the wrong way round. Presumably there is some kind of wrenchy object. He says, presumably. Got it. Use your fist. Well, this is awesome because this thing is going to spit out stuff like that. Now, if I go and play this thing's sensible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wooden hoppers. 5 wooden hoppers and probably a immersive engineering crate. Might be the best option there, and I need to check whether wooden hoppers are in fact transparent to light, but that's relatively straightforward. How am I? Well, I've got 2 chests plus another chest there. Where we're kind of making steps in the right direction. We can make another 1, 2. These can be turned into planks. So that gives me 2 of those. I said 5, didn't I? So again, I've got plenty of this maple, and I'm not, for that matter, I've got this heavier as well, which I really am not a fan of as a wood type. So let's see, 2 of them, and I need 1 more. Can I mix and match? Here's the next question. Does it matter? No, it does not. Okay, and then we just need not enough. Do I need a thing, or could I just go with a chesticle? I mean, it could just be a chesticle, couldn't it? Not with that one, though. Not with great wood. Okay. I suppose it doesn't matter. I'm not that attached to it that I want. Again, not a big fan of maple chests, even though they're half of my storage system. But, you know, we work with what we got. Let me just dump you in there. Let's go back into the grinder. And we'll just grab a little more of this just so we can try it out. Should be enough. Nope, down here. Oh, the cherry trees are doing well. Hey! Right, so if I were to come in here like a so, dig up that and place you down there like so. Then dig up that. Maybe that. Chisel that, so we've got something to put in that wall over there. That works, I think. Pop you there. Pop you there. No. Pop that there. Grab. There's my chesticle going in there. Then we're going to take you. I'm going to go one like that. 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 That seems still to be lit okay. Throw that in there and let it do its thing. And what we should see is everything that gets thrown out of there should get picked up by these wooden hoppers and popped into there. Nice and simple. Don't know if you can do any, we can hammer that, but and we can sift it. I mean, the percentage chances are pathetically low, especially, oh, a bit of silver from marble, I suppose. But you're better mining it, to be honest. Yeah, I think we can safely say, oh, hello, that works. Right, so we got that. Now what we actually need to do is think about some materials, and let me just have a look at silver. Can we grind? We can get nickel silver scrap. We can get silver scrap, and silver scrap is, how do you get silver scrap? Let's have a look. What can we do with you? We don't appear to be able to grind silver, so that's the thing. That's fine. It's not a problem. And we have even got silver on the map over there. There's a potential silver mine, so that's the thing. Now what I do need to do is have a quick drink, eat, get myself together, and I think the first thing we should do is visit our iron mine and also check how long I've been recording, because, you know, Sid's going to talk. This is my, this is who and what I am. There's no point denying it. So, yeah, it's just, you know, I tend to waffle. Let me check how long I've been recording, and we'll also see about going to our iron mine. But I'll be back in a second. Alright, I've been going, so I think next episode we're going to do it, and I'll probably do some mining between episodes if I get a chance. But there was one thing I wanted to try, and that is there is this thing from Quark called a torch arrow, and I don't know how this, I mean, definitely works. Let's go, so have a look at somewhere dark. Now what I'm thinking, as if you can't figure this out, is ranged spawner illumination. And clearly that is the answer to being able to deactivate spawners in the dungeon from range without having to fight every single zombie, which in turn will allow me to, because we fairly certain we've got carry on, I need to double check actually that one. What can we pick up? Actually, let me just, because I had another problem. One of my cows has gone again. One of my baby cows. This is the this one is dying, and I don't know why it's dying. Is it you? Are you killing that? I genuinely don't know what's causing these baby cattle to die. It's going to be a problem because I think these cows will. But there's plenty of grass in the area. There's no. Weird. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but it's annoying because you spend a lot of time familiarising those. Just wondering if there's any way I can. Let me just go. Sorry, I'm getting distracted here. Let's just see if I can feed the baby cow any grain. What have we got? 213, 123, 120. That's no good to anybody. Just see what I've got that's a bit crappy. Let's try that. Let's just see if we can't feed that cow. I mean, it's the only thing I can think is they're starving to death somehow, or they are managing to glitch into blocks and take damage when I leave the area, but I genuinely do not know. Yeah, I have got carry on. So maybe, I don't know. Again, I don't know whether carry. Oh no, I do know carry on works with spawners because, of course, I picked them up, don't I? Anyway, yeah. Next episode, iron. We're going to make a whole load of iron. We're going to make a whole load of pig iron, and we'll probably leave it at pig iron. And yeah, that's a really significant piece of development there, I think. So until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon. Bye for now.